Hey, what's going on, people? Here's my prediction for the Anthony Crolla fight versus Jorge Linares. I want to start by saying, this video is for informational purposes only, really. You can use it to have a one-up with your friend, or you can use it to actually make money in betting, or however you want to use it. It's up to you. But this is for information purposes. The second thing I want to say is that I have no issue with this fight. I just like a lot of other people like to see unifications. I like to see champions fighting champions. I mean, that's great. But the only thing I didn't like was that Jorge Linares and this guy Anthony Crolla, but mainly Jorge Linares, because they duck Zachachany, man. He gives Zachachany his shot. Especially Linares, man. That's so dope, man. He was your mandatory. You sat there and ducked him to fight Crolla. That's some total BS. He was supposed to fight Zachachany. He just pulled out that damn fight that unified. And the good old WBC, they let that stuff slide. No comment. I'll move on to the next thing. Oh, before I move on to the next thing, I want to see if the winner is going to actually step in the ring with Zachachany. I just want to know if the winner is going to actually do what they're supposed to or not. So now we're going to move on to the next thing. Alright, yeah, this is a great fight. Anthony Crolla has been on a roll. He's a two fight knockout winning streak. And in my opinion, 3-fight winning streak, because that first fight was not a draw. That was he clearly won that fight. But see, the thing with Anthony Crolla, man, he has an iron chin. I was very shocked Ismael Barroso was not even able to hurt this dude. But let's be realistic about Anthony Crolla's two last opponents. At their age, coupled with the tough fights those guys had. Well, no, excuse me. Well, coupled with the tough fights Dale Perez had. And both of these guys' age, let's face it, both of those dudes at this smaller weight were old men. They're not young guys, they're old. So again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Anthony Crolla. He did a heck of a job coming back from stuff and hitting the head by some crazy robber. He did good from coming back on that, but both of those guys were old men. Okay? So, you have to keep that in mind when you're taking a pick in these fights. You have to. Now on to Jorge Linares. Linares has the same problem as Amir Khan. I don't mean that in the sense that, well, what a lot of people say about Khan. I'm not officially saying it. He can't take a punch. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that him and Amir Khan have the same problem. But in my opinion, he's definitely a better fighter than Amir Khan. But the thing with them is that they're offensive juggernauts. Especially Jorge Linares, man. I mean, offensively, he is amazing. Very, very special, gifted fighter with a lot of speed. A lot of speed. I mean, that guy he's 100 miles per hour. That's being nice. He fights at 100 miles per hour. But the thing with him is that he has very bad defense. He's easy to hit. And the thing with him, too, is that he over time wears down. He wears down. Listen, I understand that his fight with Kevin Mitchell, which was, well, if you haven't seen that fight, that's probably one of the best fights I've seen in a minute. I mean, I'll tell you that, that was one of the very good fights of, I guess, last year, I think. But that was a really good fight. Very good fight. But in that fight, I know he got dropped early, and then he came back to stop Kevin Mitchell. That's fine. But let's be honest about Kevin Mitchell for 5 seconds. Although Kevin Mitchell's a good guy, everybody in the UK seems to love this dude. The truth about Kevin Mitchell is every time he steps up, he can't cut it at the top. Unfortunately, that's not a good thing. That's not something to be proud of. And my whole thing with that is, see, that was Kevin Mitchell. He still dropped you. He was still able to catch up with Jorge Linares and drop him. And Linares has the same problem against all top opponents. One of the most important fights I think that anyone should look at when they're talking about Jorge Linares was his fight with Antonio DeMarco. Here is a guy. He is faster than, more skilled than, literally had everything, every advantage in the world over this guy. And as slow as Antonio DeMarco is, hand speed wise, and really reaction speed wise too, not only was Jorge Linares not able to drop this guy, Antonio DeMarco caught up with him and stopped him. He caught up to him. How does someone that slow, that you're naturally gifted than, way more naturally gifted than, catch up with you? And the whole thing was that the Kevin Mitchell fight showed he still has the same problems. He's still getting hit. He's still getting touched. So, with all that being said about the two guys, this is a tough fight to pick. But if I had to pick, if I had to go with a winner, I don't know. My strategy would be simple. Jorge Linares to win by decision. Hedgeworth Crolla by KO. It's a risky, I guess, bet or choice. Because if Anthony Crolla wins by decision and you're betting money, you lose it. But the whole thing is, I understand he's in the hometown of UK, but you gotta understand something. This same hometown gave him a draw. His same, place of country of origin gave him a draw against a guy that I thought he beat in Dale Perez. And that's one, too. Come on, let's face it, man. There is no way Crolla's gonna outbox a Jorge Linares. That's ridiculous. You're gonna have to stop him. Because every time Crolla's throwing, this dude's throwing quick shots down the pipe, he's gonna get his head knocked back every time. Very tough fight to pick. That's my prediction, man. And if someone had a gun to my head and asked me to predict, I don't even know what to tell you, dude. I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, Linares, since that fight that took years off his career with DeMarco, and the thing was that was at a higher weight. He's now trying to come down. So, He's now trying to come down, and he's older. I know he's been down here for a while. I understand. I'm just saying he's older and he's come down. I'm probably just go with Crolla to knock him out. And I've always been a big supporter of Jorge Linares, but let's be real, man. Crolla has been on the tear up, man. And, you know, he is in his hometown, so if you ask me, I'd probably put Crolla and stop him. Let's see what happens. Peace.